what's happened, the capacitor, because it's solar charged, under any kind of lighting it'll charge up, but the capacitor, you can see by the seconds hand, it was just 2 seconds jumping around at a time. So that's the power. I had it in strong sunlight for 2 days. It was working great, but after that, being indoors in the dark at night time, it lost a massive amount of time. About 2 hours that night it lost. Well, capacitor that's died basically after 25-30 years. Well, citizens are saying they'll last between 10 and 15 years. So this has done really well.
Hello and welcome to the show. This is Paul and Kathy for Freshwater Diver 1 with the plus.
The task today, and I've got my trusted butter knife here, the task today is to get this, because you can't get into this from behind, but I've got to get this bezel off. In fact, I better stop it from ticking. Right, so I've got the bezel off at the 12 o'clock position. That went off too easy actually. I didn't like that. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's a different, right, okay. Anyway, yeah, so that's the bezel off, guys. Spring. There's a, look at this, there's a little spring there. Oh, it's moved. Right. I should point out, yeah, I'm not a watch repair guy. Right. I'm just an amateur. I've not, apart from cleaning the surface of the watch, I've not done anything else to it. I don't know what I don't know what I'm doing, I must stress. Well, I say I don't know what I'm doing. I've looked online at YouTube and seen how other people replace batteries, but not these capacitors. I don't want to lose, I'm just going to keep that in that position. I don't want to lose the position of anything here, just in case it goes terribly wrong. Oh, I hope not. I'm going to put that, and there's holes inside. There's 2 holes, there's one up here and one there. Okay, I'm working with 2 cameras today, just in case something crazy happens, because it usually does with me. I can actually now see a scratch on there, which hasn't come out fully from when I was cleaning it last time. Oh look, yeah, there's 2 little tabs. I'm just trying to think it all out, guys. There's 2 little tabs that are offset, so they must locate this in there, because it's a ratchet. It's acting as a ratchet for this, okay? Because if you've got a dive watch, obviously you're watching this Citizens Eco Drive diver's watch. These click around to set the duration of your dive. Anyway, we use computers, but I mean that's a backup system. So right, so I need to keep that in the same position. Okay, so those holes are for locating that, keeping that ratchet in place. Now this is the tricky bit, because this has to be screwed out, and this is either going to work or not work. But I had a friend that had one of these. Yeah, it looks pretty for grabbing around it. This might not work. I've not tried this at all, so I don't know if this is going to work. I think it's more for the back of a watch and not this type of watch. I just hope maybe. Okay, that's in there. Yeah, I'm just thinking it's not going to work, guys. I may not be able to get this unscrewed. Just looking at the side here, I can actually see a white seal. Okay, there's a white seal in there which is making the watch waterproof. And I press down, this actually, I don't know if you can see this, it's actually rotating around, but it's not coming out. That's interesting. I thought that would be threaded. Okay, I'm going to keep going. It might be a very fine thread. It is lifting off. I can see it's lifting off, guys. Whether you guys can see that on the camera, I don't know. This might be a slow job. Oh, it's just right, it's just pulled out. So all I had to do was pull it out. I'm just looking at the markings inside. There's nothing to say it goes in a particular way. I can see part of the seal there is actually damaged, guys. Right, so I'll put that piece over there. Okay. The question now is, how do I release? I can see the guy that's been working on this before. There's a couple of marks that shouldn't be there. I'm not complaining about his work. He's done a brilliant job on that second hand. Absolutely brilliant job. And I can see now where these hands, when they came off, as they've moved around, because one hand was still on there going around, and it's pushed the other two hands. That's the second and the minute hand. I'm not touching them, by the way. But it's caused, I'm not sure if you can see that in the camera, it's caused a scratch mark around the face. Okay, so it's caused a scratch mark around the face here. That was the hour hand was fine, it was still going around, but the minutes and the seconds got caught up in it. The seconds one got totally bent completely over, I'm not kidding. And you can't see I can't see any sign. I don't know how he got that straightened out. That's a beautiful job. That's a beautiful job. The question is, I have seen that to release this mechanism, to release this, you've got to press, there's normally a pin that you press down, releases this. I'm just wondering if that tiny little hole there is the, I'm wondering if that little hole there is the mechanism that releases the, what is it, the crown, is it they call it? I'm just wondering. Look, I've got one of my own pens, Adventures in Lifestyle. Check that out, guys. Adventures in Lifestyle. If you ever come across this, I usually have a pen on me and I can give you a pen. It's not fine enough. Right. No, I think I need a pin. I'm going to have to get a pin, guys. I'll be back in a tick. Okay. Okay, guys, I just got back. Obviously, I don't want to put any foreign things in there, in the mechanisms. Right. These aren't ordinary pins. These are for, you know, I have a sewing machine. I do a lot of sewing. I can't remember if I've got any sewing films I've done on YouTube. I'm not sure. But the thing is about these, they're not that sharp, okay? They're not that sharp. However, I'm going to make sure it's not that sharp that it does damage to that. There's a little oh, it's just a little mechanism, a little button you press down. I don't want it to actually damage it, so I'm going to flatten this off a bit. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to flatten this pin off a bit. No one's done anything on a dive watch. They've done replacing this and that on battery powered watches, but not solar powered eco drive watches especially. Don't know why that is. Yeah, it's blunter. It's blunter. Okay, that was, what was it? That was like a 400 grit. This is 2000 grit. Just to make it ultra smooth on the end. This is stuff from making the model boats, all the different emeries and yeah, should be alright, guys, I think. Just clean it up here. I'll just check it with the still not happy about that. I'm going to get it down even more. So if I hold I'm not pressing hard. I don't want to press hard. Right, so how does that bezel come out? I know for a fact not to use any force hardly. So, magnifying glass. There's a small gold, a brassy thing there. That might be the lever to release the crown. Or it might be an electrical connection somehow. Can I get that second hand out of the way? No, I can't. This. Guys, I'm just going to show on there that little goldy job there. There's a bit of muck there spotted. Got it out. Let's put it flat down. Let's put it flat down. That, whatever it is, it's not. I'll come back to you in a second, guys. We'll see if I can figure this out next. Okay, fine, I got the. It's the little tool for getting the pins out of the watch strap there. Okay, the blunt end on this. Press that little gold jobby down and pulled this at the same time, and it has come out nice. Oh, that was a job and a half. I can see a little bit of corrosion around there, and there's the tiny little O-ring. That's a tiny little O-ring there and some corrosion. Will this come out? Because I want to see what the battery is. I've actually, I should mention, I've just got, yeah, I wrote down on the back of the watch, you can see it's so small, the print. I've had to get 2 pairs of glasses on and a magnifying glass to see the text, and that was a struggle. It seems the number 7878 refers to the battery, which is a 2955600, and then that equates, when you hunt it down on the internet, to an MT920 capacitor. But they've all got different connections on the different capacitors. Have all got different connections. It's not a battery, it's a capacitor, lithium. So I need to see what the connections are to make sure I order the right battery. Okay, guys. Yeah, I don't like the fact the second hand has started working. That can't be right. I'm not using gloves on fingers. I'm worried about... I've actually got the gloves. I'm just worried about any fluff off them. In fact, look at that. It's a Panasonic... Oh, don't use the metal. Panasonic MT920. So that is the battery. My research on this MT920 is the correct capacitor. I'm very pleased about that. I can get that ordered now. Funny enough, on the back inside the watch, can you read that? Do not put other than the battery designated. It's calling it a battery. I'll try and get the Panasonic one, the genuine job. They're about £22 roughly, and we'll go from there. Oh, little fella, I'll have to flick that out and yeah, get a new battery in. Wonderful. There's different versions of this battery. Need to find out which one this is by taking it out. Okay, there's a tiny spring-loaded hook. Oh, you can see that there. Must be holding it in. That's not on the surface. I thought that was on the... It looks like it's on the surface. A little... You may not be able to see it. There's a tiny... Probably spring-loaded hook there. This is one of these tricky jobs, guys. Do I use a metal pin? That doesn't get it. Tell you what, for holding this watch, I think I'm going to put my gloves on. Yeah, I'm going to put my gloves on, guys. Okay. See you in a tick. Okay, guys, forget the gloves. Right, so it's taken some pressure to get that off. Oh, it's come off. Right, it's out. That's what it looks like. It's got a single tag on this one. There's only one thing I'm kind of worried about. The little metal tag. So I just need to find a battery that's got that welded little jobby on it. Yeah, I don't know which way, you know, when you're up like that, I don't know which way to drop it down. Oh God. In fact, I think I can see inside. Oh, oops. Inside there's a little gold marker there. I think it goes against that then. When the new battery comes, let's just pray I get it right. Okay, that's it for now. Let's wait till the battery comes. I've got my little cotton bud. I'll be getting some alcohol in a minute to clean it inside there. Okay. And I've also got this. That's my little fiberglass rod, which we use on model railways, and I'm going to be cleaning the corrosion out of there just by doing that. I'm not going to bore you to death with all this, guys. We've been waiting a few weeks for this to arrive. Okay, that's the little battery. Oh, I'm calling it a battery. It's a capacitor. It's actually a rechargeable lithium-ion battery. Some call it a capacitor. If I can show you this, it has a small tab on the end. Okay, this was difficult to get out. I'm just going to put it the right way around. Okay, so that's actually the right way around. There are many different batteries. So this one's got a single tab, others have 2 or 3 tabs. You're going to have to figure out which is yours. The list of batteries, they give you the dimensions of the batteries, so you'll need some calipers to check out the size if you're uncertain. But where this fits, I've actually got gloves. I'm actually not that worried. Maybe I should be, I don't know. Someone might tell me in the comments below. But there's a small tab here which goes on top of the battery, and that was holding it back a little bit. And where the little brass protrusion was on that battery, it clips into here, and I doubt you can see it, but there's a tiny little brass piece there. So that's where I need to line up, and it's going to be difficult because of the camera, nothing else. At the end of the day, this wasn't that bad to do. Take the old battery away. There's a nice shiny new one. Okay, that's a new shiny one. Little tab on the end there. And so on the watch, because remember, positive and negative, so you don't want to touch this with your bare fingers. That's why I've got plastic tweezers here. There's a little, I don't know if you can see this, there's a little groove just there, and that is the little metal tag has to come in contact with the brass piece or gold piece underneath that, and I need to get magnifying glass just to make sure I'm going to put this in absolutely correctly. Just give me a moment. No, I was incorrect. The brass tab, can you see that? The little brass negative tab is there. Okay, embedded in a sheet of plastic, so I'm saying sheet of plastic, you know what I mean. And also that's where it's getting the focus on this. It's just a sports camera I'm using, but if you look carefully when you're doing this yourself on the Eco Drive, there's a little, it's like a claw up top here. So I just need the battery to go, the top of the battery to go under that claw, and the brass tab, or gold tab I should say, going and making contact. Ooh, dropped it. Let's just put this down. Yeah, I need a little vice, but this is a one-off job for me. I've never done, and as you know, this is another job where I have never ever done this before. I've never stripped the watch down. All I've ever done is remove the scratches off the bezel there, off the glass, the mineral glass. I can still see the scratches in there, but compared to what it was, it's a lot better. Get the battery this would better work. Right, I'm in alignment. If I can get the top of the battery under that clamp. Give me my other gloves. I'm just putting them on, holding the gloves between my teeth and putting them on. Voila, okay. That is aligned. Both the little, call it a spring clip claw thing that goes on top of the positive side of the battery, and the negative one, well, where am I off the camera? The negative one is definitely, yeah, should just press in, I hope. That's, by the way, that's the way to get this battery out then, is that away. Now I'm going to go the opposite way in. Please go in. Yeah, it has, it's gone in, guys. I barely pressed and it went in. Now then, the battery is meant to be flat. It's alive! It's alive! It's doing a double, yeah, it's doing a 2-second thing, which tells you the battery's pretty almost dead. That's great. It's working, guys. Sorry. So there's a chance it could be daylight generating some power. Yeah, it's just two second. It's not doing 1 second. It's just doing 2-second flick overs. Okay. All we have to do now. Famous last words, eh? All we have to do now is drop the watch back in. Now then, I'm just noticing myself here, the where the what do you call it? This little fella, I don't know. This little fella that goes in. There's that bit there protruding into the case. So I'm guessing there must be. I'm not seeing it, but as if it. In fact, I can see the. Yeah, that must be where. Yeah, that's where it's going. So that, because that's the only hole here. Is that where it's going? Yeah, I think so. So if I make sure those two line up, whoops, make sure those two line up, which is there now. She's dropped in. Yes, nice one. Now, okay, the glass piece. There's a seal along here for the diving side to make it waterproof. Wool might come off, so I'm just going to use a tiny little paintbrush. Just dab some silicone on there. Yeah, just dab some on there, right, guys? And I'm just going to brush it all around. I'm going to take my time with this, make sure I've got it neatly on. Yeah, this is sticking out. It's been, I think that seal there, it's been, I didn't realise this came away, right? Okay, yeah, it does actually come away, that. Well, you got a touch of damage there. Well, a touch of damage, like someone's pressed in and pushed it out. Naughty. Well, I'm not going diving with it, so, and I'll be keeping this for the rest of my life. Right, so I'm just going to press that in there, then drop it in there. I can see where they've been. Yeah, somebody's worked on it in the past. I've had it from you, so it's probably when I had the hands pressed back down on it. And where that little kink is. That's that little kink. That's probably where they've gone in with something. I didn't have the knowledge of how to get everything out at the time, so I took it into a watch repair place. Okay, well, it's sitting down nicely. Yeah. Great. What I've got to do next is put these on. I'll put the little hair there, get that away. This is already greased up with the silicone grease, by the way. And I can see it's over the last couple of weeks, it's picked up a few tiny little hairs. We do not want them in there. Yeah, you won't see it, but there's a very, very fine white hair there. Oh boy, there's another one there. Let's get that cloth on this. Now I'm getting more. These are absolutely microscopic. It's just because I've got my glasses on, double glasses actually. If you don't believe me about the double glasses. Okay. I'm going to hold it up to the light. Right. There was one last little hair there. I mean, we're talking seriously tiny. Make sure you've got a strong magnifying glass or something so you can see. Please just drop in. Yeah, he's in. Oh, and I've just noticed the watch is just doing 1 second at a time now. It's clearly charging up. That's good. That's very good. Seems to be it. Oh, it wasn't screwing down properly at the start there. It is now. Oh, nice one. Yeah, I can change around the date. Oh, it's clicked off. First, second, third, fourth. Yeah, guys, that's fine. And I remember there's two little divots on the back. Two little. Don't know whether you can see that or not. There's a little divot there and another one on the other side. They're not, well, they're what you call off center. So I just need to drop that down there. Try and feel for it. Yeah, I can feel that clicking into place actually. Okay. The center bezel, I need to turn it around. The markings inside the watch are not lining up with the. I don't know whether you can see this or not. It's tiny. Can you see those dark silver? Give me something. Right, can you see those large silver marks? They weren't lining up with the fluorescent dots. They are now. Okay. I've just got to get that in the 12 o'clock position. Oops. And hopefully that should go click, click, click. That's good, yeah. Okay, thanks very much, guys. Hope you found that helpful, useful.
But the other one's on my wrist, of course. So I've got that one, and I've got the black original rubber strap there. But this strap, again, I've done a film on this, fitting it onto this watch. It is so comfy. It's better than the rubber, better than the stainless steel elasticated band job. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.